Hey, what's up gang? Kawaii50 here with another FGO video. Now that the next summer event on NA has finally been confirmed, we can start talking about the servants that are going to show up to it. And what better character to start with than one everyone is definitely going to get for free. That servant this time is 4-star Leonardo da Vinci Ruler. We're going to be going over Da Vinci's best allies, craft essences, and command codes so you can make excellent use of this entirely free ruler class servant. Definitely make sure you get it. Remember, we need those extra classes on our teams no matter what. Hopefully this video ends up helping you out, and if it does, be sure to go ahead, like, and subscribe. This incarnation of Da Vinci comes equipped with 1 quick, 2 arts, and 2 buster cards, with a pretty interesting single target buster noble phantasm. That's right, she is a tactical nuke style ruler, much in the style of Summer Martha. Taking a gander at her stats, you can see that her stats are overall kind of solid. Couple of things to keep in mind: she is usually going to be dealing neutral damage, but her 11,700 HP on top of that is going to go a little further than most, because it's going to be taking, she's going to be taking quite a bit less damage than your average other characters. Her NP per hit is solid at a 0.67, and her star absorption is overall average, which is honestly pretty good news for her. Da Vinci's first skill is Dreaming Machine Rank A. This increases one ally's quick arts and buster card effectiveness by 10 to 20% for 3 turns. That's right, this is entirely targetable, much like a skill from a certain centaur who a lot of us are fairly familiar with. We are going to go ahead and max this skill second so we can get a little bit of extra damage, MP gain, star drop rate. Whatever each card does is going to just be a little bit better. Da Vinci's second skill is Treasure Checker Rank B. This increases an ally's NP gauge by 10 to 20% and gives them a 20 to 30% NP gain boost. This, again, entirely targetable. We are starting to notice a trend here. This is what we're going to go ahead and max first for the extra increased NP gain. A 20% boost is fairly solid. It's not the crazy 50% you'll see on some of those farmers, but considering this is entirely targetable, it'll do. And Da Vinci's final skill, Sparkling in the Twilight Rank EX. This increases all allies' NP strength by 10 to 20% for 3 turns, and in true Rider Da Vinci fashion, she is going to be granting us an additional NP overcharge level the turn that she uses this skill. This also has a nice additional bonus of decreasing an enemy's critical rate by 10 to 20% for 3 turns, so this is going to be very, very helpful in challenge quests if you want to use your Da Vinci for that. We are going to go ahead and max this last, just because honestly the most important thing is that overcharge level, and that is completely unaffected by skill levels. For Da Vinci's append skill, since she is a free servant and servant coins for free servants are in relatively short supply, go with Load Magical Energy for the 10 to 20% increase. Would the other 2 skills be nice on her? Honestly, yes, they'd be pretty good, but when we're working with a limited resource, we've got to take what we can get. And there was Da Vinci's Noble Phantasm, Dinosaur Summer Goodbye Rank A, which that is quite a silly Noble Phantasm name. I am a huge fan. This deals 600 to 1000% damage to a single enemy, but it's gonna do the 1000% because you are going to get her to NP5, right? She's free. You should be doing that. It also has a couple of additional effects. Da Vinci has a chance to get a green bullet, blue bullet, or red bullet, and depending on which bullet she gets, she will grant all of her allies an additional effect, and all of these are actually really good. Green bullet will get you 30 critical stars, blue bullet will increase all allies' NP gauge by 20%, and red bullet will increase everyone's attack by 20% for 3 turns. This also has a really solid additional overcharge effect, which we love to see. Increases Da Vinci's NP strength for 1 turn, activates before damage is dealt. So we're going to be getting quite an excellent bit of additional damage out of this. This is overall a really great Noble Phantasm. It's not going to be consistent by any means, but all of those additional effects are really fun to mess around with. So let's talk allies, and much like is the case with servants like Chiron and Calamity Jane, you can play Da Vinci Ruler as either a single target boss murdering ruler servant, or you can end up playing her as a support where you use a bunch of skills and then immediately swap her out to go ahead and bring somebody else in, usually another support. If you are using Da Vinci as your main damage dealer, you are going to want to set her up for success when it comes to challenge quests and boss fights, because even though she's a ruler class, which is great for her defense, she doesn't have any additional defensive abilities. So you're going to want to pair her with somebody like preferably a Merlin. A Koyanskaya will also do as well, so we can make use of that Buster style Noble Phantasm. However, if you are playing Da Vinci as a quick support who ends up popping in, using all of her abilities, and then immediately getting the heck out of there for another support to make your other damage dealer better, because of the nature of her skills, she will also work with absolutely everybody. So she has a role no matter what you really want to use her for. If you're using Da Vinci in a more supportive role, we are going to want craft essences that immediately grant our allies a bunch of critical stars, since Da Vinci is going to use all of her skills and then bounce. Golden Captures the Carp is of course the OG one that everyone really likes to use for great reason. This thing has saved my butt more times than I like to mention. But there are also other options for Da Vinci as well. If you're worried about a situation where, say, maybe a Noble Phantasm unfortunately takes out your damage dealer, and now your Da Vinci is in the 4th slot and you are going to have to rely on her for damage, you're sort of going to have to do a little swap. In that case, go ahead and set her up with something like Scenic Beauty. This does immediately grant the 20 critical stars upon entering if you have max limit broken this, 15% otherwise, but you also get an Arts card and Buster card effectiveness boost, which are both Da Vinci's primary card types. If you are using Da Vinci as your main primary damage dealer, then we are going to want to go for that sweet Buster card effectiveness. I will continue to gas up Starry Nights. It's a super great craft essence, and with Da Vinci's average star weight, she is still going to be able to eat enough critical stars to make it worthwhile. However, if you want to go ahead and throw your all in on that Noble Phantasm's damage, then go ahead and give Da Vinci Holy King of Twilight. This is Buster card effectiveness and NP strength. If you have a Noble Phantasm that is a guaranteed NP 5, like is the case with Da Vinci, then oh my gosh, she is going to hit really hard. And finally, our command codes. If you're going to use Da Vinci for more of the supportive role, then don't necessarily worry about giving her any command codes. You can go ahead and save your QP when necessary. This is going to end up giving us a solid amount of QP to use on our characters that we are actually going to be using face cards and dealing damage with. However, if you're using Da Vinci for a damage dealing role, then we have a few options. When it comes to her Buster cards, give her critical star absorption and critical damage if you can swing it. These command codes are going to really help pump up her numbers. Caval II is an excellent pick, increasing star absorption and granting critical damage up by 10%. I like mentioning this one specifically because it has a cute dog on it, and who doesn't like a cute dog? You can also give her something with a higher rarity and really practical, like Miss Majin. 10% critical damage, 100% star absorption is going to see that particular Buster card putting in work. When it comes to our arts cards, we want some Noble Phantasm gain. Yes, Da Vinci has a targetable skill to gain some Noble Phantasm gauge, but we are also going to want to go ahead and pump that up whenever possible because she's still a buster servant and isn't necessarily going to be getting bonuses off of refund, unless your Koyanskaya is also beside her putting in work. Crest of Titan's Pit can be an excellent pick for any of her arts cards. You can also go with Magus of Flowers as well for a guaranteed 10% gain. When it comes to that quick card, just throw on your standard star drop rate freebie from the Friend Point Gacha. That will be more than serviceable. Overall, gang, Summer Da Vinci is a pretty dang good freebie servant for us to receive. That guaranteed NP5 is always great on any character that deals damage, Da Vinci being of no exception. I sort of liken her to a sort of free-to-play variant of Nero Bride. Nero Bride, of course, being an incredibly oppressive 5-star servant that has the ability to be a solid side supporter in a pinch or deal a bunch of excellent damage to a single target enemy. Da Vinci admirably fills that role, with all of her targetable first 2 skills granting Noble Phantasm gain, as well as plenty of card effectiveness, which sort of works like a targeted attack gain, and on top of that, she is also able to grant an overcharge level, a solid nod to her 5-star rarity variant. Whether you use Da Vinci as a supporting servant or as your primary ruler damage dealer, you are going to find a very, very helpful servant that is absolutely worth getting that NP5 from the event. But of course, I want to know what you all think, so let me know your thoughts on Da Vinci down in the comments section below. Let me know if there are any allies, craft distances, or command codes you think I might have missed, and let me know if this freebie Da Vinci is your favorite servant from this summer event, or if there's somebody else you have more of an eye on. As you're heading down in the comments section to let us know all of that awesome information, please also consider checking out the Discord, the Patreon, and the Ko-fi. Big thanks to everyone on those platforms who is supporting me, and of course a huge thanks to all of you here on YouTube as well. I really appreciate all of your support and all of your comments. Even if I can't necessarily reply to everything, I still try to read everything I can. So thank you. Anyways, gang, that's it for me, Kawaii50. I hope you all have a phenomenal day, and we'll see you all in the next one.